Hey guys, I'm Alysha and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a really fun tutorial for you guys. I'm going to show you how to make this super cute kind of boho bikini cover up. This one it's just pretty much like a granny triangle, and I'll show you how to do it. Super simple and really customizable to how much coverage you want and how big you want it to be. It's also optional to add the tassels, but I show you how to do that later. Once my mom saw that I finished this one, she said that she would have liked one that is more full coverage. So if you guys want to see a more full coverage version of a bathing suit cover up, just let me know in the comments. That's all. So let's get into the video. I'm gonna make mine super lightweight, so I'm using a weight 1 acrylic yarn. It's the Wool Like by Loops and Threads. And I am going to use a 2.5mm hook. What we're going to do is start with a slip knot. So wrap it around your fingers and pull through a loop. Put it on your hook and tighten. And now you are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to find your first loop, insert your hook, and make a slip stitch. Alright, and then from there, just moving that tail out of the way, I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are going to put 3 double crochets in the center of the circle. So I yarned over, insert, pull 1 through, pull through 2, pull through 2. And now I'm going to make 2 more of those. Now what we're going to do is chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be the point of our triangle. And we're going to put in 3 more double crochets. And then we are going to chain 1 and put 1 more double crochet. This is so that it matches the chain and 3 double crochets on the opposite side. So we're going to chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip your work, and then in that hole right there, we're going to put 3 double crochets. We're going to chain 1. And then once we get to the top here, we're going to put 3 double crochets. Then we're going to chain 3. That's for the point of the triangle. And then 3 more double crochets. Now we're going to chain 1 and find that space where we made the chain before, and 3 double crochets. And here's the difficult part, I think. So you're going to chain 1 and then find a loop along your chain, the one closest to your stitches, and put 1 more double crochet there. I find with a weight 1, it's a little bit harder to find your exact stitches, but you'll get the hang of it once you look closely. Alright, so we're starting a new row and we're chaining 4. So we're going to go into this hole and put in 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and 3 double crochets into this hole. Chain 1, and now we're at the point, so we're going to put 3 double crochets. Chain 3, and 3 more double crochets. chain 1, and then 3 double crochets into this hole. Oops. Chain 1, and 3 double crochets here. Chain 1, and we're at that tricky part again, so we're going to find a loop closest to our stitches, and we are going to put 1 double crochet into it. Alright, chain 4. So right now you might be starting to see the pattern as we go around and around, but I'll do a couple more with you. We're going to do a whole bunch of these rows so that it's big enough to cover around our waist. So we're putting 3 double crochets, chain 1, three double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and we're back at the point, so chain 1, add 3, chain 3, and 3 more double crochets. Chain 1 and into the next hole. Chain 1, chain 1, and looking for that hole. Oops. Now we're at the hard part. We're chaining 1, looking for the loop, and just adding 1 more double crochet, and chain 4. So just keep repeating that same pattern over and over again, and your triangle will begin to expand. I'll meet you when we get a little bit bigger, and then I'll show you how to wrap it around your body and make the ties. Okay, so I finished my large triangle. It is around 16 inches on each of the short sides, maybe a little bit bigger than that. You can make yours larger or smaller, just up to personal preference. But now what we're going to do, we finished on one end. You are going to make a chain, pretty much whatever length you want, but I'm going to make mine 70 chains long, and this will be the ties that will go around your waist. Alright, so once you've got the 70 chains, you can make it longer. It just is based on where you want it to sit on your waist, and then how large your waist is. And remember, this whole thing is quite stretchy, and then your tie will also be stretchy as well. So now I'm going to go back down that chain with a double crochet. So again, that's yarn over, insert, pull one through, pull through two, pull through two. And this is quite small, so I'm just going to continue, and then I'll meet you when we get to here. So we go all the way down our chain with the double crochets, and then I'll meet you when we get to here. So I've finished with my strap here, and now we are going to continue double crocheting down the long side of our triangle. Not one of these short sides, it's easy to mess it up, but you want to make sure it's the long side or the hypotenuse of your triangle. But since the holes here are rather far apart, we're going to do a double crochet into this nice and easy hole here, and chain one, and then into another easy hole, chain one. I'll bring you a little bit closer. So I've just put one into this hole, and now I'm going to go in right here, double crochet, chain one. We're doing the chain one because the spaces between each of these are quite large and we don't want it to come all bunched together. So I'm going to continue on until I get to the other point here, and just continue with my double crochets, chain one, and I will meet you when I get there. Okay, so I've come to the end of the long side of my triangle now, and I'm going to chain 70 again. So I finished my chain 70, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we did on the other side and just do a double crochet down it. And then once we get back to the corner, I'll show you how to slip stitch it in so that it's nice, attached, and secure. But until then, you will just start with your double crochets along the chain, and just keep going all the way until you get back to your triangle. Alright, so I've finished doing a double crochet down my chain, And now, just to make sure that this is secure, I am just going to pick a spot where the strap doesn't need to stretch or anything, and then just putting a slip stitch, chain 1, and snipping off. And now you could be done here, but I have a really fun optional part for you guys where we add tassels all along the bottom. Here's an example of what that could look like. So you could just stop and have a simple one, or if you want to continue to learn how to make a more boho style, then just keep on watching. So you've got your big triangle here. The first thing that you're going to want to do is count how many holes are along the outer edge of your triangle, and we're going to put a tassel in every other one of these. So I need to make 31 tassels. So you can make your tassels as long as you want. I'm going to make mine 7 inches. So what I'm going to do is just have a ruler here and fold it over so that I have 3 complete loops at the top. It doesn't need to be perfect every time because we can just trim it. Then I'm going to snip and that will be my first tassel. And then what we're going to do is lay out our work and find your first hole where you're going to put a tassel. Make sure that you have your tassel grip nice and well, and with the assistance of a crochet hook, or you could just kind of push it through yourself. You're going to grab that loop and pull it through just a little bit, enough so that you can get your fingers through. And then grab your string and pull tight. And there you are. That's your first tassel. And we're just going to continue down that until we have one on every other hole for the rest of the skirt. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, make sure to check me out on Instagram and TikTok, and I'd love to see it if you guys make this. But yeah, bye!